What I want to do today is I want to do a little walk around and review of my John Deere Model 350 hay rake. So I've had this rake for a number of years, and I bought it off of a farmer who had upgraded, and he had ran it for a long time. And I'll just kind of talk about this rake and some things that are advantageous, and maybe a couple things I don't like. First of all, it's a PTO driven rake. There's no gearbox on this rake at all. It's completely PTO driven, so power comes into that pulley, and then it drives a bigger pulley over here. With the PTO, you can run it. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you're going, the basket is turning at the same RPMs. This is also a 3-point mounted rake. It's category 1, so 3 points, and so it's not too bad to mount to a category 1 tractor. You can use it on a category 2. It's not my favorite mounting onto my John Deere, because it gets kind of tight between the 3-point hitch and this. But on the Massey Ferguson 50, there's a lot of room to get in here and kind of get this thing mounted up. And so this is a 7-foot wide rake. It's not an 8-foot wide like my New Holland 56 or a 256 rake. And it's a 4-bar rake, 4 bars. You can get a kit and add a 5th bar to it, or you used to be able to. This rake, it does a good job. It rakes, fairly clean as a roller bar rake is going to do. And again, because there's no gearbox, it's just a very simple rake. The belt comes over here, right here, and it drives this big wheel, or whatever it's called, where these bars are hooked to. And then that in turn follows it down there. When you park this thing, one of the things you got to be careful of is you need to have this jack stand, which comes off. It needs to be tilted slightly forward a little bit. And sometimes I'll use a bungee cord, or I just lean a board up against it to get it so that it kind of wants to lean back a little bit like that. If it's vertical, when you're fooling around with it, I have had it just fall over, and that's not very fun. And then another thing that I don't care for on this rake is these wheels do not turn 360 degrees, so you can't back up with it in the ground, sitting on the ground, which I'm to understand that a lot of people busted these wheels. And maybe this, I don't know if they broke this casting. It's a casting, but I would have preferred it to have been out here so those things can spin 360 degrees. This one's got steel tines, and the bearings right here, I'm not sure how replaceable they are. I keep them packed with grease. I grease it. There's a lot of grease strips on here, and I keep it greased. That one might be a little bit loose. That one's not too bad. That one down there's not too bad. So probably that one right there could probably use some attention, but I'm not sure you can get the parts. That's something about this rake. It's probably not great compared to a New Holland, but it sits real close to the back of the tractor, and it's very compact. It's a very compact package for getting in and out of these little mountain fields. And because it is a 3-point, you can lift it up over the windrows as you go in and out of the field. Whereas just a tow behind roller bar, you can't do that. And So that's what I use for stabilizer bars with it. These things right there, adjustable stabilizer bars, and then of course the top link. There's a shield right here to keep hay from kind of bunching up. I think it's really more from the backside to keep it out of this belt. And but this has been a really good hay rake, and what I use it for now is to merge windrows. My Vermeer TR90 spits the hay out the back. This one throws the hay off to one side. It's a side delivery rake, so I can push windrows over and over like that. And the Vermeer, I can't do that. But in first cutting, the Vermeer definitely makes a better windrow. It's more fluffy, and it's 9 foot wide, whereas this is 7 foot wide. So what I'll do now is I'll get the Model 50 Massey here and hook it up. There's not a lot to talk about on this rake. It's so simple. And I'll hook the Massey 50 up to this thing, and we'll see if we can't. I'll rake just a quick windrow with it to show you what's going on and how it works. All right, so I got the John Deere hay rake on the Model 50 Massey now, and not too bad to hook up. Just a real simple rake, and sits real close, so it's in these small mountain fields, it's very, very nimble. And I'm gonna rake some hay with it here in a little bit. I got some oil on here, lubing the threads up. Another thing I don't care about this rake is you can see a real steep angle on that PTO when it's in the up position. I don't have it all the way up, but when you let it down, you're at a very reasonable angle. And so I really don't pick it up very high when I do pick it up, and I got the PTO on, and I don't want to put undue stress on that drive shaft. And but anyway, let's I've got the ground setting. I usually set this thing where it's just barely off the ground, maybe an inch or so. And of course this is not level right in here, but sometimes if you put it like level with your toe on the shoe, that's not too bad either. But I'm gonna be picking up some second cutting hay with this thing, so I'll have it down in the stubble a little bit more to try to draw that stuff out. But let's go rake just a quick row of hay, and I'll show you what it's all about. What I'm going to be doing with this rake is merging windrows. So I need to go up to the end of the field here and come back down, and I'll just kind of do one pass with this rake down to kind of show you, how it works. All right, so I'm kind of lined up here and get my PTO on. Get it in there so I don't grind it too bad. Let it down. And I'm running in second gear, high range. I run at a pretty good clip. This tractor has a dual stage clutch, so I can let the clutch out and the thing will run. And then I run at about 1200 PTO, maybe a little bit less. Let's see what it does. Model 350 John Deere rake on the Model 50 Massey. need to adjust it a little bit more, but you can see that it's done a fair job, you know, clearing out this old hay right here. And so what I'll do is I'll make a few adjustments and I'll continue on. But for this video, that's it. Here on the farm, a beautiful fall day, and got the John Deere 350. It's a 7-foot rake, 3-point hitch, PTO driven, and the Massey Ferguson 50. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later.